What is going on, everybody? It is Erock here, bringing you guys a brand new video. Hope you guys are all having a great day today. Today's video, we are going to be going over some tips and tricks on how to use Bloodhound. He's one of my personal favorites to use when it comes to public matches. If you guys find this video at all helpful, enjoyable, make sure you leave a like on it and potentially subscribe. It is actually free. And if you are interested in the Twitch streams, links to me in the description box down below. So let's get right into it. So Bloodhound is one of those characters if you like sneaking up on people and knowing where your enemies are. Bloodhound's abilities let you detect enemies around you and track them using clues on the ground. If you like having as much info as possible before engaging the enemy, then this is a perfect choice for you. Bloodhound's set of skills definitely suit a balanced team as well, because they are mainly recon focused and they lack bigger offensive and defensive options, so work best with someone that can bring that to the party. So all of Bloodhound's abilities are passive, but their actual passive abilities is simply called Tracker. Foes leave clues on the ground, whether it's a footstep, a door open, whether they climb something, etc. Along with how long ago it was. Bloodhound can follow the trail of clues and track enemies down with ease. Eye of the Allfather is the name of Bloodhound's tactical ability, and it emits a short burst of energy that reveals any enemies and traps in an immediate vicinity. When you're chasing foes through buildings and you're not sure exactly where it's useful, but its radius is much shorter than you expect, so you need to be close for it to detect hostiles. So when you're chasing foes through buildings and you're not sure exactly where they are, this is where it's useful. And they recently updated this ability to where the radius is a lot larger than it used to be, so it's definitely a good thing. So you Bloodhound players out there, you can scan people from larger distances, which is very helpful, and your teammates can see where they are as well. Finally, Bloodhound's ultimate ability is called Beast of the Hunt, and it's where your Bloodhound excels. They channel their inner senses and everything turns grayscale aside from the enemies and clues, which are highlighted in bright red. You can spot enemies from much further away thanks to this ultimate, and you also move at a much quicker pace. Enemies leave visible trails behind, so you can see easier where they are running to while chasing. So a few tips when it comes to these abilities. I tend to, whenever I'm rotating from a place out in the open to areas of large buildings or anything, I tend to always cast the Eye of the Allfather. Whenever I hear any sort of footsteps as well, I always cast it, just because the radius of it is increased by so much. Using it will be very beneficial to your team. It'll show everyone on the team where they are. So I definitely think that you should be using this at all costs. The orange pulse is visible to any other teams advancing on your position, so it can give away your position, but I still tend to use it whenever I hear a footstep or anything, just because it can always be very, very, very beneficial, and you can easily call out to your teammates where someone is. As far as your ultimate, it's very beneficial to use this with Bangalore with her smokes. So if you can, try and save your ultimate for that time period. If not, use it whenever you feel is necessary. But with Bangalore, it's one of the most popular combos in the game with her ability. Beast of the Hunt allows Bloodhound to see any enemies through smoke. So with her using smoke grenades and you shooting through them, you can get a lot of knockdowns and potentially squad wipe someone with ease. And then finally, pay attention to how long the clues were left that you see with Bloodhound. Underneath the clue icon, it will say how long someone was there. If it was 5 seconds ago, you can be sure they haven't gotten too far. But if it was 55 seconds ago, they could be practically anywhere. Unless you definitely know the route they're taking, it's usually not worth to chase players that long. So definitely keep an eye out on those timestamps on how long someone was from those footsteps, or if they're climbing something. Anything within 30 seconds is usually something I'll explore and chase, but after that I tend to not really chase from there. So how does Bloodhound's hitbox compare to other legends? This may come to a surprise, but Bloodhound's hitbox in Apex is actually the same size as Lifeline. Lifeline appears to be somewhat smaller, but both of their hitboxes are 37 square centimeters, just 4 square centimeters larger than Wraith, which is the smallest. This means that Bloodhound is somewhat difficult to hit in a fight when compared to characters like Gibraltar and Caustic. So there you guys have it, a few quick tips, tricks on how I use Bloodhound and how you could potentially use Bloodhound in a positive way. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video and found it somewhat helpful. If you guys did, again, leave a like, subscribe, it's free. Check out the Twitch streams, everything is in the description box down below. And I appreciate the support as always, and you guys know it. I'll see you in the next one.